Alright, this is the TEHCM for the 6L80E, and we're going to be going through it today. Not too many videos on YouTube about it, so why not? Alright, we got a series of bolts across the front of the TEHCM, and two on the side. Just for reference, it goes in the transmission like that. This is the bottom side. This is for the shifter. I'm gonna disconnect this first. So now you can kind of set that aside, and this is what you want. This is what the hard work's going to be on. Okay, so this is a little kit I got off of Amazon. It says, 6L80E TEHCM rebuild deal. So under these there's a little piece of flat plastic film or whatever, and it helps with the solenoids back here. And you get a P700 code on the transmission, and it'll indicate something with the solenoids or whatever, because this is the brain, the computer or whatever, and it'll send you a code. If you go in here and just pretty much pop out these, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, pop them out. There's a little plastic piece in here, more like a diaphragm, I guess. Like these, but this is like 4 or 5 of them. So I'm gonna set these back here and get these seals out. I've used the kit before. Some of the seals, or some of these tools, are kind of helpful, and some of them aren't. So got a little lip that goes under, and then we got to get this out. I try not to scratch them because it just seems safer that way. Sometimes these old ones will get bent or they'll get debris behind them, and it kind of messes up your solenoid pattern or whatever. So I bent this one pretty bad getting it out. It's definitely not going back in. I do like to use some of this throttle body cleaner. But make sure everything stays in there. All right, Alright, so the screen comes off too. It's normally found like that, so you're not going to see it normally. It's just got some little tabs, 1 and 2, that hold it down. Pop it off. You got access to both sides of the screen and the solenoid, so this is kind of where you want to get the debris and stuff out of. Especially if you've got a 6L80 where the torque converter likes to send trash through the transmission. Just hook it behind the little rubber piece back here. Make sure you're separating the rubber and the plastic. Pull on the rubber. And, slips right out. There we go. This is the last one. Last one out. Into this on the side. Essentially all these little passages or whatever, we're going to spray all of them out. And we're going to let that air dry. Alright, I think should be dry enough. Just want to make sure all this stuff is evaporated that's going to evaporate. Just going to go back. And just like that. That's on. Put these back. Let me get the next one. Alright, bridge it. Now we just throw it back on. And that is it for a 6L80 TEHCM rebuild. There are bolts that you need to loosen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to get the TEHCM, or the valve body, the entire valve body down from the transmission. And then you can use these, what's that, 5, 9, 2 more is 11, 11 bolts holding the TEHCM on. There's 3 bolts holding the valve body, or 6 bolts holding the valve body on. 6 bolts down, then you take these 11 out, and then you can get the TEHCM down. And then the rebuild is relatively simple, or straightforward, I should say. It's pretty tricky the first time. They do include an extra rubber and a diaphragm deal in case you have an accident. So that's pretty much it. Thank you and goodbye.